Afternoon, everyone. Welcome to another episode of the Great Black Speakers Podcast, where we connect through conversation. I am your host, Lawrence Watkins. I am the founder and CEO of Great Black Speakers Bureau. I'm also the president and chief operating officer of the Black Business School. And today we have a very special guest. We're here with Crissy W. Crissy is the owner of Vending Factory, and a company that purchases vending machines to flip and finds vending machines locations for others to purchase as well. But she's going to get in deep into this subject, and we're very happy to have her here today. And you can find out more about her company on Instagram at Vending Factory One and her website vendingfactory.com. So, Crissy, how are you doing today?
Hello, I'm doing well. Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it. Hello there. Hello, everyone.
Yeah, so for the audience that doesn't know very much about you, can you tell them a little bit more about what you do and how you've gotten to this point in your career?
Of course. Let me just start from the beginning. My sister's friend was into vending machines, and both of them are nurses, and he would talk about how much money he would make. So I was immediately intrigued. I was like, whoa, you're telling me you have your vending machines at a casino, you're making good money. I want in. I purchased my first vending machine for $650. I then placed that bad baby and I made around $500 a month just off one vending machine. So my goal was to make at least $1,000 or more in about 4 or 5 months. And I ended up making that in less than that. So it's pretty much how I got into the business.
Yeah, well, tell me a little bit more about your background. So, are you from Florida? You said off camera, is that correct?
Yes, yes, yes. I am from Florida. Pretty much I love business. I love everything about business. I enjoy talking about business. So anything that someone else is doing, I want in. I want to see how that's going to further my career. I have been working for 10 years. I am a full-time entrepreneur, but then I also have a 9 to 5. This business, I know you and I discussed the numbers, but I've made really good money in this business. I actually make triple the amount of money in this business than I do my regular job. But guess what? I enjoy my regular job, and I'm trying to build generational wealth quietly. And so I got on Instagram 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago, actually, to try to find out or seek out any other entrepreneurs who look just like me. And other people would ask me about the business, ask me how I got started. And that's really how I built my page on Instagram.
Got you. Yeah. So, you started out this interview talking about, I guess, your networks and friends. So, talk about that in terms of the importance of really getting your entrepreneurial career off the ground using your network.
Yes, yes. Okay. Around 2 years ago, I just got on Instagram and I was really just seeking out, like I said, other people on there. And what I did realize there were other people on there just like me. So I would ask them questions about their business, tell them questions about my business. I would network with them and kind of tell them how they can be doing things with my business, giving out free information here or there, consultation calls for free. And then they started telling other people about me. I started finding people locations and they would refer to me. So the number one thing for me is I gave a service that people loved, and they just kept coming back and they told others. And from there, it really grew my page from 0 to 100, just networking with people and just getting to know them on a much deeper level, just not a high and a buy type of thing.
Got you. So let's talk a little bit about, I guess, vending machine economics. So why is this a good business, for a budding or beginning or intermediate or advanced entrepreneur to be in?
So I love this business because there isn't a lot of legwork involved. So I feel like usually when you hear different businesses and you want to get into the business, you're like, man, this either takes a lot of money, it takes a lot of time, I have to do a lot. So this is not any type of get rich quick type of thing, of course, but it's something where you can get in. You can literally get in this business for less than $2,000. I tell people you can even do it less than $1,000 because that's how I did it. But you can get into this business with less than $2,000 find your own locations. You can do everything yourself and still be making a really good amount of money monthly. So one of my mentees, I always talk about him. Um, Last month he came on my live and he just made $983, which within 28 days off one drink machine. So to me, it just kind of shows you that there are real people, they're getting real results, they're doing real things in this business, and they can make the money. I also had a mentee. She was with me for about 3 weeks and she'd made $1,500 in 1 week. And I talk about her all the time as well. So it's not a get rich quick type of business, but it's a business that gives you hope that you can do, and you can pass it on from generational or from generation to generation, not including government contracts, which right now is the big subject that I'm talking about in mentorship with my mentees, getting contracts with the government in vending.
Yeah, that's very interesting. So I'm not sure if this is public information or you talk about this at all, but how many locations in terms of vending machines do you currently have now?
So what I do is I fix and flip vending machines. So what I'll do is I'll purchase a vending machine and then I'll resell it. I don't want a vending machine for less than a week. Another thing that I do is I buy and sell vending machine routes. So when I purchase a vending machine route, I might buy 3 or 4, but I don't want to hold on to those for about 3 weeks. So I only want to keep them for 3 weeks tops, right? And so then I'll find someone else who's willing to purchase it at a much higher price because I know the locations to put them, and that's all I have to do. The most amount of money or the biggest bulk of money that I always make in the business is finding locations for people because I find great locations. I know the good areas, and the locations I find for people are top notch. So they just keep using me and keep using me and keep using me. So I'm a really great vending machine locator. When I first started out, the first 2 years, I got up to about 5 vending machines, 5 locations. And then I got into vending machine locating, vending machine flipping, finding really.
Oh, I think we lost your sound for a second. Are you there?
Uh-oh, can you hear me
Oh,
now?
we're back. Yeah, we're back. We're
Okay.
back. We only lost the last sentence or so. But no, that's
Sorry, I was gonna say, I think the last sentence was that I do sell brand new vending machines. I drop ship them to people. I'm not sure if you heard
that's
that.
interesting. So from I guess the e-commerce perspective, being able to drop ship, something that's high ticket like that. So let me write that down. So high ticket drop shipping. That's interesting. Uh, so why not own the complete vertical? So why are you focusing specifically on helping others find the locations instead of you owning the vending machines yourself?
Great question. So I have a daughter and I'm a single mom. And so just getting a little bit into my personal life, I had to do a lot of things with my daughter because she was a preemie. So it got a lot for me to fill the vending machines, to move the vending machines. It got a lot. I did also have employees as well. So I had employees who filled the vending machines. That's called vending machine automation. So I did that as well. But then a little bit of theft got involved, and it became a time thing. So I wanted to do something in this business that I loved, that I could sit back at home and be able to make the same, if not more money, than actually owning my own personal vending machines and having them in locations. So it actually could double or triple the amount that I'm making now. But for me, it's about the time. So I only do things that I love to do. And vending locating is something I absolutely love, and it's an income stream within vending. So we hear people say multiple streams of income. Well, that doesn't mean multiple businesses. It can mean that you can literally stick with the same thing. And that's another thing I teach my mentees. Stick with the same business and you can have different avenues inside of that one, vending machine. It's under one umbrella and you can have multiple streams in that. And that's what I did, and it worked well for me. And it's at ease. So I'm peaceful.
Well, that's great. I mean, and people are obviously interested. We have about 65 people watching right now. So, hello, everyone who's out there. As a reminder, I'm here with Crissy W. Crissy is the owner of Vending Factory, a company that purchases vending machines to flip and finds vending machine locations for others. You can find out more about Crissy at vendingfactory.com. That's vending, VENDING, factory.com. And also on Instagram, her handle is Vending Factory 1. That's Vending Factory 1. So please show us some love. Please like this video. Please also share this video with your friends and family, and also subscribe for additional content like we're doing today here with Crissy. So Crissy, let's get to some nuts and bolts economics. So how much does it cost to purchase a vending machine location? Is it like a monthly type of fee to rent out, that type of thing? How much does a vending machine cost, and what range can someone expect in terms of to make from a typical vending machine location?
Okay, so great question. So can you hear me? I just want to make
Yep.
sure. Okay, great. So you can do a couple things. You can lease vending machines from companies, or you can purchase used vending machines. What I always say is try to purchase used vending machines. You can also, there are big companies out there that you can purchase the vending machine route and all of that, but you're going to be spending around $15,000 and up. So I literally try to teach people to do it the easy way, to do it the one that's going to involve less money from you, and to purchase it used. So for a used vending machine, and when I say used, I mean a good vending machine, because you want to find a really good vending machine, something that's not going to give you issues or problems. Look around $600 and up. And then when we get into refurbished vending machines, you want to look at around $1,300 and up. Then when we get around new vending machines, that starts around $4,000 and up. A refurbished vending machine is a vending machine that's basically like new. They took the coin mechanism out, they replaced different things, they changed the face on it to make it look like new. When you're purchasing, let's say you purchase a machine for $1,000, and then you decide to come to me and you want a vending machine location. Well, first thing I say is find a location first, then find a machine. But let's just say you purchase the vending machine for $1,000. You come to me, I'm going to find you a location. It's $550 for a location. I'm going to ask you, hey, do you like that location? How was it? You'll tell me, yep, I love the location. And then we're pretty much done from there. But if you don't like the location, then you're going to say, all right, Crissy, don't like the location. Go ahead and take that 6 weeks to find me something I like. And then I keep going from there. So it really just depends. Sometimes I'll have sales. One I posted today was literally like a huge vending machine route in New Jersey. And I have a lot of people who are writing me about that. That's 5 locations that you can get pretty much. And they're all like within one. So people will inbox me. I'll post it on my page and I'll just tell you where the location is, the type of location, and if it's a discount or not.
Now, is that when you say 550? Is that per month, per location, or like what are we talking about? And then also, I'm not exactly clear on what a vending route is. So if you can explain that as well, that'd be great.
500.
Oh, there we go.
Okay, it's $550 every vending machine location that I find. So in
Per
that vending,
month, or no, that goes to you.
that's it. So there are companies who charge $2,000, right? And they want that much. I literally charge $550 just for that location. And for that one location, you might can place 2 vending machines. You might can place 3. I just found one for a lady. She can place 3 vending machines in that location because it's a mini motel.
Yeah, so
Okay.
I guess yeah, where I'm a little confused is what's the incentive for the hotel to give a business that space for like a vending machine if they're not getting recurring revenue off that space as well?
Oh, great question. So what we do is we say that it is a service to our clients. So we always say this is a service to your clients, your customers, your employees. And vending machines, so vending machines, it's the $1 billion industry. It's been around for years. So a lot of owners, they don't really even know that they can get money from this. So they
Mm.
usually just say, oh, okay, sure. Come on in. Thank you so much for coming, especially now with COVID. I've gotten a fleet of people who are like, Crissy, I want a vending machine here, or my brother wants a vending machine in his hotel. So if they bring up a price, then you do want to offer a percentage. I give out more of that information inside of a course that I have on my vending page. But yes, you can offer a percentage as well. There are certain percentages that you can go with. There are certain that you want to let go. Um, One that I mentioned earlier, which is my mentee who made $983 for that month for having one drink vending machine. He does have two in the location, a drink and a snack, but he made $983 just for the drink machine. And so with that location, he had to offer more of a percentage than usual because I knew that he was going to generate lots of money with that location. He had to offer a percentage he wasn't comfortable with, but now he's comfortable with it because he's making lots of money. And that's not something that you're going to find all the time, $983 a month, but who can't use an extra $983? He's going to make his money back in 2 months. So really
Yeah,
good.
no, that's great. What is a vending route though? Can you explain what that is?
Yeah, so a vending route is, let's say I have a vending machine inside of an apartment complex, and then I have a vending machine inside of a gas station. So if I buy the vending machine that's inside of the apartment complex, that's one vending machine route that you can purchase if you'd like. And what I do is I find the owners who are trying to get out of the business. They're lost some money with the business, and so they're a little bit tired of it. And then I'll purchase that vending machine route. Some are $2,000, some are $5,000. It really depends on how many machines are there. And then I take it off of whatever. So let's say they're selling it to me on a type of platform. I take it off that platform. I buy it. Then I do whatever I have to do with the machines. Maybe I have to fix them. Maybe I have to add credit card readers on them. And then I resell that vending machine route to people I know or outside people who I don't know. But I market that vending machine route and I make money off of that.
Got you, got you. No, this is excellent. This is like I've never heard of this before. I mean, I know there's a business out of it, but I've never known anyone actually in that particular business. So I'm here with Crissy W. Crissy's the owner of Vending Factory. Today we're talking about how she makes a living by fixing and flipping vending machines, and this is her side hustle, y'all. This is not even her full-time job as well. So if you guys like what she's talking about, please press the thumbs up button, share, and also subscribe to the Black Financial Channel. Let's talk about COVID and how COVID is affecting your business and the business of the people, your mentees that you're working with. So can you talk about that a little bit since people aren't really traveling and going different places?
Yeah, so when COVID hit, I was scared. Like I knew I had a backup plan, but I also knew that this was bad. So it was just praying. Like I really just had to pray and just say, "Oh my goodness, I hope that this business isn't just done for." So what I did is I just waited. I confided in other vending machine owners and just kind of said, "What do you guys think is going to happen?" And so to my surprise, the first thing that happened was vending machines became on sale at lower prices. Even right now, you can get a vending machine at a really, really low price because the owner wants to sell it because they're afraid. So vending machine prices dropped. Okay. The next thing I noticed, so from what I was telling people is if you're going to purchase a vending machine and you have a garage or storage space, do it. Put it in the storage space and just wait it out for a little bit, but let it run. Uh-oh. Can you hear
Oh,
me?
there you go. You're back now. You're back. Yeah, so go ahead.
I don't know what's going on with this sound.
That's all right.
So the next thing is I told people that I think that the locations would subside. I told people to hold off on paying me to find them locations. So then what happened was I had owners calling me and they still call me to this day. In the history of me ever being in the vending machine business, I have never had as many people reach out to me asking me if I knew of people who would place their vending machines in their locations. They even reach out to me and say, Crissy, I know you don't own vending machines all the time, but can you just place one? So then I'll take a vending machine, I'll place it in their location, and then I can sell that route to someone for a much higher price because I add the location fee and I add the vending machine fee. Mind you, I'm getting the vending machines for like $300, $400 less than I would be selling it for. So COVID has really, like, my sales are up. They're good. And if you look on my page, I have receipts of people who I've helped get in the business, and my receipts are just going down the line of people who are getting in the business with little to no money.
Mm-hmm. No, that's very interesting. And, one thing I didn't really think about until you just mentioned it in terms of like switching out a credit card reader or something like that is maybe vending machine technology as well. So, are vending machines getting better? And like, what are you seeing also since less people are carrying cash now? And they're relying upon credit cards and other types of things to make payments. What are you seeing from, I guess, a vending machine technology standpoint? And what are the opportunities like there as well?
Okay, so I work with so there are a couple credit card readers out there. And I work with one of the top credit card reader companies. They're called Nayax, Nayx. And if you go on my page and you wanted to purchase one from them, you can. I do get it's an affiliate link, but they are really, really good. You want to place a credit card reader on your machine because that's going to double the sales that you're going to make. Um, Having a vending machine without a credit card reader is okay. But if you really want to make that overnight cash, placing a credit card reader on your machine is going to be like the top thing to do. And it's easy because you have the Wi-Fi of the owners. And if the owners don't have Wi-Fi, you can purchase that within the credit card reader company, depending on which company you go with.
Got you, got you. And you also mentioned that so that's really just, I guess, kind of like pimping out your vending machine to get more money because you have this real estate that you help them find, and now you are adding value to your house. In this case, is your vending machine to actually bring in more money from the customers. So I guess the basic economics are very similar to any other types of, I guess, fixed asset product that one may purchase in hopes of getting recurring revenue over time as well.
Yes. And I did miss that. On average, you're going to see a on what type, how many vending machines you purchase, what type of vending machines you purchase, the credit card readers, depending on all of that. Average $500 if a month, if you have multiple vending machines. So some people will be making $800 for one vending machine, but then their other vending machine might be only making $200. So I always say like an average of $500 per month for your vending machines if you have multiple.
How much would to make $500, call it, how much of that money would go to the actual product and the purchasing of the product that's actually you're selling?
Around $200. So I would think about a $300 profit,
Got
depending
you.
on, the numbers, of course. They definitely depend on what you purchase because you also can have a product vending machine as well, which is why I preach to people about hair vending machines, lash vending machines, all that other stuff, because one of my vending machine locations, I turned into a product vending machine. And I can go into
Mm.
details if you want me to.
Yeah, well, talk about that because people don't think about that nearly as much in terms of the core philosophy of giving the audience or giving the customer what they actually want. So they may not want Cheetos
Yes.
while they are waiting on, the doctor or something. They might want something else. Or if you're at a bar, that's why they have the little condom vending machines and that type of thing, in the men's bathrooms and maybe the women's too. I'm not exactly sure on that front, right? But so talk about that in terms of diversifying your product base outside of food to other types of things with vending machines.
Of course. So, for one of my vending machine locations, it was at an aftercare center. And at the aftercare center, they were pretty much like, all right, the kid, the healthy snacks are good for the kid. Um, this is good, but we don't want any type of candy at all. So I had like a healthy theme going on, and it was some sugary snacks going on as well. Well, they didn't want anything. So what I thought of is I said, you know what? Let me turn this into like a prize type of vending machine. So I went to the dollar store, got a couple of school supplies. It was at an aftercare center. So school supplies for the kids, smelly stickers, smelly things that I knew the kids would like. And I would sell those baggies for $2 a bag. And it was the perfect thing that was the vending machine I made the most money out of, um, because the parents would enjoy it. the parents would say, oh my goodness, this is something that I love. I'm going to give my child money all the time to purchase things out of your vending machine. So I was stacking more than a week. And that's more than I've had to ever snack for any vending machine. On average, you're going to stack once a week at least. But I was stacking like, oh my gosh, more than 3 times a week because I the baggies. So for the product machines, if you're creating or thinking about different things that you want to put in the vending machine, think about the audience. You think about the audience that you're serving, target audience. We hear that all the time, but same thing goes into vending. You're really going to serve the customer. And a gem that I could give is when you're placing your first vending machine, you could just place, what would you like to see in this vending machine? And that way they'll tell you, like, I want this type of chips, or I want this. And so it's just like a survey, and it helps you to figure out, all right, I know what I have to place inside of this vending machine.
Yeah, no, that's very interesting in terms of supply and demand, and be able to, like, I guess at the point of sale, ask your customers what they actually want to supply them, what they actually want. Because I think as entrepreneurs, a lot of times we overcomplicate things. We overcomplicate them, trying to predict what the audience wants when we can just ask in some form or fashion. So, no, I think that's great. In terms of what you're doing on that front as well.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes. So one other thing that you mentioned was with regards to drop shipping, and you're drop shipping a high ticket item, in the 2,000 to 4,000 range, or 1,000 to 4,000, whatever the number is. And I think about e-course by a brother named Ernest Epps, and he talks about high ticket drop shipping, that type of stuff. How did you decide to, I guess, get into that portion of the business, and how has that been for you as well?
Great question. So honestly, by people reaching out to me, I've had celebrities reach out to me. I've had people who have been on major TV shows who have reached out to me, and they would ask me questions. So I know lots of people in the vending machine business who has their own vending machines, and I reach out to them. I speak to them. People overseas, I speak to them and kind of figure out the type of vending machine that my client would want. And honestly, I, get the machine from overseas. We figure out some things, and then it goes right to that person. I always sign a confidentiality agreement saying that I can't talk about, what type of machine they have, blah, blah, blah. And that's pretty much all. I kind of got into it by accident. I really didn't think that it was going to be something that I would ever, ever, ever do. I think Instagram had a lot to do with it, and just networking. And so that's where we are now.
All right, everybody, I'm here with Crissy W. Crissy is the owner of the Vending Factory, a company that purchases vending machines to flip and finds vending machine locations for others. You can find out more about her company on her website at vendingfactory.com, vending, VENDING, factory.com, as well as she's very active on Instagram, and her handle is Vending Factory One. That's Vending Factory One. So please make sure that you all like this video, share this video, and subscribe to the Black Financial Content for more interviews like what we're doing today here with Crissy as well. So, Crissy, I want to get a little bit more into, I guess, not your personal life, but like the dynamics of your day-to-day life as it relates to managing this side hustle that you have that you could easily make into your main hustle, and then also, your job with corporate America, and then also being a mother as well. So, can you talk about that a little bit in terms of how you manage all those different pieces?
Yes, of course. So I have multiple virtual assistants. This is not a one-person show. It was something that I did, of course, on my own in the beginning. But as the years passed, I still needed people behind the scenes that would help me to grow the business and reach several people. So I have VAs, I have about 4. And then I have an assistant who's a family member of mine. So that assistant pretty much helps me with answering any type of emails or messages. And then on the back end, I have VAs who pretty much do anything that I tell them to do, which is calling a client, calling a customer, calling locations to make sure the location was okay with the client we gave them. It's all about customer service. So I try to provide the utmost 100% number one customer service, even if I'm going to lose money. That way people come back and they remember Vending Factory helped me to do this, or Vending Factory helped me do that. And that's really, really, really like the backbone of how my business works. I try to work at least 3 hours a day just on Vending Factory. Other than that, I'm honestly reading or in someone's class, watching watching you guys as well. But I'm constantly learning other things so that I can grow. But just for the business, and I mentioned before, I make more money with doing the business than I do with my job. But for me, it's all about generational wealth and creating multiple streams of income within this business. My daughter has business also, so that I can really keep moving and keep striving. But it's fun for me. It's never about work. It's all
Hmm.
fun.
That's interesting. So, what does generational wealth mean to you? And then also, what is your daughter's business?
Thank you. So, gosh, generational wealth means leaving a legacy for my daughter's grandchildren. Notice I didn't say for my daughter, her grandchildren. I want to keep something going because I feel like if you're like me growing up, we didn't have that hand me down for anyone. I went to a school to where I've watched multiple friends of mine who have had pretty much had everything paid for. So I really, really had to work all of my life since I was 15 to get to where I am now. I'm all house flipping as well, making sure my credit is built. So everything that I do is strategic, but it's all about me not being so stressed out to where I'm working hard, and I'm not spending time with my daughter. I leave all room and all open doors for my daughter so that I can spend as much time with her as I can. So as far as her business, she owns a party rentals business. So we have snow cones, we have cotton candy, we have popcorn machines, bounce houses. She also has her candy machines as well. And she's only 7 years old. And so we pretty much will rent out the equipment to people. They'll contact us, we rent it out. And even over a weekend, that brings around like $200 a month. Depending, of course, COVID has knocked that down a little bit, but just depending on how much or how hard I want to work with it, it's still something small that I can put into, I don't know if I said a month or a weekend, but a weekend, but
Okay. Yeah.
it's something small that I can put into her bank account so that by the time she gets 18, I have her as an authorized user on my credit card. Boom, so 18, she pretty much can buy anything she wants. So
That's
that's
interesting. Yeah, no, I think that's amazing, in terms of that in-depth interaction with your daughter on that type of level. So, by having this business with your daughter, what types of values are you trying to instill in her?
to be honest. That's one of the biggest things. Honest and trustworthy. And as long as you have those two key components, to me, you can build an amazing business. And it doesn't mean that you don't have to go to college, right? So if she wants to grow up and she wants to go to college, that is fine. She has her funds to go to college, right? Because if she don't go to college, then they'll refund me all back my money. But just pretty much do what you want to do. And if it doesn't work out, here are your backup plans. But also work hard, right? Because of course I have to funnel the money back into the business. So I try not to pay anything out of my pocket. I use her business account to fund what she wants to instill with her that it is so imperative that you work hard for something. I had to work hard, so you're not just going to get everything and reap off me. You're going to work hard as well, but I'm going to show you the right way to work hard so that you're not like me who's, working at 15. No, she's going to be doing something she loves, and understanding the work ethic that you have to put into it, not just I'm going to reap the benefits from mommy's money.
Mm-mm. Love it, love it. Everyone, I'm here with Crissy W. Crissy is the owner of the Vending Factory, a company that purchases vending machines to flip and finds vending machines or vending machine locations for others. You can find out more about her at vendingfactory.com and also on Instagram at vendingfactory1. So please make sure that you like this video, share, and subscribe to the Black Financial Channel. So, Crissy, before we get out of here, how can people get in touch with you? And can you tell them a little bit more about the course that you currently have on vending machines?
Yes, of course. So I offer, of course, vending machine location services. I also have a masterclass course that you can take if you'd like to learn more about the business, learn more about how to find locations, learn more about vending machines and where to purchase them from. Want to learn about product vending machines like hair and lash vending machines. And then I have mentorship, which will close up very soon in about a week. And in mentorship, we actually dive really deep into how to do everything I pretty much told you. I even give the sauce to my mentees about how they can find vending locations for other people, because at the end of the day, there's more money out here for everybody. So I teach the sauce to you, what I know, you know. And so I'm just here, just educating for as long as you guys want me to educate, but I do it in a fun way. So on Vending Factory One on Instagram and on Facebook as well. And pretty much, yeah. And I also give a lot of free information on my page if you're scrolling as well.
Perfect, perfect. So we're gonna go ahead and end up our interview today, but something new I've been doing is just 5 rapid fire questions, and just let me know the answer, from your perspective.
Okay.
All right. Number 1, what is your favorite business book?
Let's see. 10X by Grant Cardone.
Okay, so 10X by Grant Cardone. All right. Number 2 is are there any CEOs or businesses that you're really investigating or following right now to help your business grow?
Steve Harvey.
Steve Harvey. Okay, the hardest working man in Hollywood. Who is your favorite historical figure from Black history?
Martin Luther King.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Why is that? I'm just curious.
Honestly, and pretty much, even though there were other people out there doing the same thing and trying to get us out of oppression, he was still there helping and doing. He was a spotlight and he died for it.
All right. Number 4, how many hours of sleep do you get at night?
How many hours of rest you said?
Yes, sleep.
8 hours. Actually, no, I'm not. Wait. 6, but it depends on what I have going on.
Mm-hmm.
On what I have going on.
All right, cool. That's still pretty good. A lot of people could come on here and talk about 4 hours and stuff like that. So
I used to do that, not anymore. You got to meditate.
Right, you definitely have to meditate and have a little bit more balance. So no, that's cool.
Yep.
And then my last question is, what advice would you go back and tell your 20-year-old self?
Take your time. It's coming. Trust in God, and forget about money. Keep doing it just because you want to do it. The money will come.
Perfect. Crissy, thank you so much for your time. So everyone, I've been here with Crissy W., the owner of the Vending Factory, a company that purchases vending machines to flip and finds vending machine locations for others. You can find out more about her at vendingfactory.com, also on Instagram at vendingfactory1. So please give a round of applause for this beautiful, wonderful, intelligent, entrepreneurial Black woman who is making moves out here as well. And please make sure that you like the this video, and also share and subscribe. I would also like to thank our corporate sponsor, which is the Black Business School, which of course me and Dr. Boyce Watkins own. So at the Black Business School, we don't just help you climb the corporate ladder, we help you build your own as well. So what we do is help African Americans to obtain a culturally relevant yet practical education in all things wealth building at an affordable price. So people come to us for one of 3 reasons. So they either want to have additional freedom in their life, to spend more time with their children, to travel, to take naps in the middle of the day like me and Boyce both do. They either want to leave a legacy behind to their family and community, like Crissy in terms of leaving wealth behind to her children's grandchildren, or they want to have additional security and stability going into their golden years of retirement. So we accomplish this goal by helping them by focusing on our 3 pillars of wealth, which are stock market investing, real estate investing, and also entrepreneurship. So you can find out more about our courses and classes by visiting theblackbusinessschool.com. That is theblackbusinessschool.com. So on behalf of Crissy W., my name is Lawrence Watkins. You all take care, be blessed, and have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.